like to call a meeting of the Davie Town Council to order. Would you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul,
I'm here.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Here.
Councilmember Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Starkey.
Here.
Councilmember Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Lamack. Here. Mr. Lewis. Here. Mr. Holste.
Present.
Mr. Weinthal. Here. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. The first meeting of each month is set aside for public comments. We allow speakers to speak on any topic that they wish. They just cannot speak on anything that's on the public hearing portion. You may do that at the time that that comes up. You have 3 minutes to address the town council. Is there anyone that would like to speak in the open comments? Seeing none, I'll close this portion of the meeting, and we'll move on to our presentation. Always an exciting time, our Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee, Water Safety Poster Contest, and we have winners in the house. I'd like to call our Assistant Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts to the front, and I think you have some people that are going to assist you, if you will introduce them.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Town Council Administration, and members of the public. My name is Chad Pezold, Assistant Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts. With me tonight, I have our Fitness and Aquatics crew leader, Jeremy Garcia, and our Fitness and Aquatics coordinator, Jeremy Garcia, and crew leader, Gina Gordon. The month of May is recognized as National Water Safety Month, and we are proud to partner with the Town of Davie's Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee to host the 2025 Water Safety Poster Contest. As you know, the Town of Davie's Safer by 4 initiative is an award-winning program spearheaded by the town's Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts, Fire, Police, and Building departments that focuses on safe sleep and water safety education to ensure our children reach their 4th birthday. Unfortunately, drowning remains the leading cause of unintentional injury-related death in children under 4 years of age. Through the Water Safety Poster Contest, we engage the community, specifically elementary school children, about the importance of water safety education. I would like to invite the Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee Chair, Tim Curtin, to come discuss some details of this year's contest and announce the winners selected by the committee, who will be presented with a certificate of appreciation, a free swim lesson session, and a gift card. Tim?
Thank you very much, Mayor Paul, council members. Good evening. This year's poster, my name is Tim Curtin. I am the chair of the Youth Education and Advisory Safety Council, or Committee. This year's poster contest theme is Safe Swimmers Are Always Winners. And the committee received over 40 submissions from residents attending Davie Elementary Schools in 3 different categories: kindergarten and 1st grade, 2nd and 3rd grade, and the 3rd category was 4th and 5th grade. Some of the posters are displayed throughout the room here tonight and will remain on display throughout the month of May in the Fitness and Aquatic Center. We are pleased to have many of our winners here with us tonight, which we will now recognize. In the kindergarten and 1st grade category, 1st place, Pamela Cherizard. Pamela. Thank you. In the 2nd and 3rd grade category, we have Tristan Vega, 1st place. Tristan. And in 4th and 5th grade, we have the 1st place winner, Soraya Johnson, here with us tonight. All right, again, thank you for the opportunity to present the 2025 Water Safety Poster Contest winners as awarded by the Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee. Be sure to stop by the Pine Island Fitness and Aquatic Center to view all the submissions throughout the month of May. And please join us at the 2025 Water Safety Day, which will be held on May 24th at Betty Booth Roberts Pool. Thank you. Yes.
Second, please.
Oh, we do. We have one more?
No, we have two more. No, they're not.
Right. Oh, yeah, we do have other winners, and we can announce their names who are not here. Andre Padillas Rosales in second and third grade. Andres. And in fourth and fifth grade, Haley Ferrari. Haley. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council members.
Thank you, Mr. Curtin, and you're an honoree too, I understand. You're going to be entered into the Senior Hall of Fame in a few weeks.
Yes, I am. Yeah, it's a funny one to be. But
We don't want to have to admit that, but
There you go.
congratulations to you too.
Thank you, thank you.
Take care. Hmm? Yeah, you might as well. Come on, you want to go for pictures? Yeah, might as well. Okay. What we're going to do now is look at those things, items that need to be tabled. Okay. Number 16 is a site plan for Davie Estates. The applicant is requesting a tabling to June 3rd. Can we do it with the plat, or do we need to do it separately?
Do it separately, please.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion to table?
Motion to table site plan number 16 until June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, also for the same development, the plat to be tabled to June 3rd. May I have a motion?
Motion to table number 17 plat until June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton? Yes. Motion passes.
Okay. Number 35 is a land use plan amendment. May I have a motion to table that to June 3rd?
Motion to table number 35, land use plan amendment until June 3rd.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 36 is a rezoning application requested to table to June 3rd. This is for the 4890 and 5000 Davie Road. And requires a supermajority.
Motion to table number 36, rezoning application until June 3rd.
Second. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Applicant is requesting to table number 37, a variance for that same development until June 3rd. May I have a motion?
Motion to table number 37, the variance till June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call?
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 38, a variance. The applicant is requesting tabling to June 3rd. This is the same development. May I have a motion?
Motion to table number 38, variance to June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 39, the same development to table to June 3rd, a variance.
Motion to ta-
Motion, yeah, I'm sorry.
Motion to table 39, variance to June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
And the applicant is also requesting tabling the variance for the same project to June 3rd. May I have a motion?
Motion to table number 40, variance to June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
And 41 is a variance for Davie Estates. The applicant is requesting tabling it to June 3rd. May I have a motion?
Motion to table number 41, variance to June 3rd.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes,
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you. Now we're going to look at the consent agenda. Is there anyone that would like to pull anything on the consent agenda?
Yes. I do want to pull the three items, 26, 27, and 28, having to do with,
Those are code amendments.
The
That's not
code
on the
amendments.
consent agenda.
okay,
They will be discussed.
okay.
It's on public hearing.
It's public hearing.
Seeing none, may I have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
Motion to accept consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. We'll go on to the public hearing. Did I forget anything?
Nope.
Am I okay? I just got to keep on my toes.
Very good.
Okay, on the public hearings, number 18 is the Community Redevelopment Plan. This is a first reading. The second reading will be held on June 3rd. Mr. Reinthal, would you read the resolution by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, adopting modifications and amendments to the existing Town of Davie Community Redevelopment Plan, including an extension of the time certain for completion of redevelopment financed by increment revenues, authorizing and confirming the mailing of notices to taxing authorities as required by Florida statutes, authorizing all actions necessary to effectuate the intent of this resolution, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak for or against this item? You can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Are there any, is there any questions or discussion, Vice Counsel? Seeing none, may I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve code amendment. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No,
Number
the-
18, community development plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Second.
May we have a roll call vote on that, please?
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 19 is a code amendment. This is the second reading. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 15, Noise, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. If anyone wishes, this is a public hearing. If anyone wishes to speak on this, you can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Are there any questions or discussions by council? Seeing none, may I have a motion to approve number 19 code amendment? Don't rush.
I'll make a motion to approve number 19 code amendment.
Is there a second?
Second.
Going to have a roll call vote on that, please.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 20 is a code amendment. This is the second reading. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending the following sections of Chapter 12 Land Development Code. Article 1, titled Purpose and Applicability. Article 3, Use Regulations. Article 4, District Performance Standards and Capacity Analysis. Article 5, Development Standards. Article 6, Site Landscaping, Tree Preservation, and Land Clearing. Article 7, Parking. Article 8, Signs, Lighting. Article 9, Rural Lifestyle Regulations. Article 10, Planning and Development. Article 12, Subdivisions, Site Plans, and Certificates of Use. Article 14, Definitions, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. If there is anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this, this is an open hearing. Seeing none, I'll close the hearing. Is there anyone from council that has any questions or discussion? No? May I have a motion to approve code amendment number 20?
Motion to approve number 20 code amendments.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Number 21 is a code amendment. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending the following sections of Chapter 12 Land Development Code. Article 3, Use Regulations, Division 3, Standards for Specific Uses. Section 12-34, Paragraph Z, Special Residential Facilities, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. If this is a public hearing, anyone from the public wish to speak for or against this, you can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public speak. Is there anyone from the town council that have any questions or discussion? Seeing none, may I have a motion to approve number 21 code amendment?
Motion to approve number 21 code amendment.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please? Vote,
Mayor-
please?
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Number 22 is a code amendment. A second and final reading will be held on May 21st. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance in the Town of Davie, Florida, creating Chapter 6, Section 7.1, titled Police Officer Code Enforcement Jurisdiction and Duties, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. It's a public hearing. If anyone wishes to speak on this in the public, you can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Is there anyone on council that has any questions or concerns? Okay. Then could I have a motion and a second to approve 22 code amendment?
Motion to approve number 22 code amendment.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, number 23 is a code amendment. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Section 8.1 titled Town Adoption of Supplemental Code Procedures, Citation, and Civil Penalties, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
Okay, the public hearing on this will be on May 21st. If there is any member of the public that wishes to speak for or against this, you may come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Anyone from council have any questions or discussion? May I have a motion to approve number 23 code amendment?
Motion to approve number 23 code amendment.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okey dokey. Number 24 is a code amendment as well. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. In ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Article 1, Section 6-9, titled Establishment of Fine, Lien, and Cost Recovery Procedures, Establishment of Cost Recovery Schedule of Fines, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. The public hearing will be held on May 21st. If there's any member from the public who would like to speak for or against, this is an open hearing. Seeing none, I'll close the hearing. Anyone from council have any questions or discussions? May I have a motion and a second to approve 25 code amendment, 24, excuse me.
Motion to approve number 24 code amendment.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes,
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you. Number 25 is a code amendment. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. In ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Article 2, Section 6-48, titled Subpoena Powers, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Hearing on this will be on May 21st. If any member of the public wishes to speak on this today, you may come forward at this time. It's a public hearing. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any discussion or questions from council? May we have a motion and a second to approve 25 code amendment?
Motion to
Motion.
approve, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Motion to approve number 25 code amendment.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes,
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank
I'm
you.
sorry, Vice Mayor Hatton. Motion,
Okay.
Vice Mayor
Yes.
Hatton? Motion
Yes.
passes.
Number 26 is a code amendment. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. And for the next three, would you like for me to read them and then discuss together and then vote separately? Because I think there's going to be some discussion on these items.
If you would like.
Okay. Number 26, Code Amendment. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 12, Article 8, Section 236, titled Prohibited Signs, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for effective date. Number 27, Code Amendment. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 12, Article 8, Section 244, titled Off-Premise Signs, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date. Number 28, Code Amendment. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, creating Chapter 12, Article 8, Section 247, titled Off-Premise Digital Signs, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
In public hearing, is there anyone who wishes to speak for or against any of these? You may come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Questions or concerns, council? Yes, Mrs. Starkey.
Yeah, for quite some time, I think this council has been concerned about off-site, I guess, billboard signs or digital signs, and especially the LEDs, and consistently, we've always opposed that. We believed strongly that it was a distraction. Many years ago, they had enacted an ordinance to allow for 10 billboards that would have been on 595. And at the time when it was reevaluated again, back in 2018, I believe was discussed by P and Z, it was denied for it to be digital again, and then also council didn't want the digital displays. I still strongly believe and stand my ground that I most definitely do not want these digital displays. I don't care how modern people think they are or try to persuade us. I just think they're a distraction on the road anytime you see these things, because drivers do not have time to read the digital displays. And sometimes it's very distracting for them to see them, as some of them sometimes have multiple advertisements. So I'm going to consistently vote no on this and the other three as well, and I'll speak to those issues as we go forward. If they could define the differences between the ordinances as we go forward, so you know specifically what we're amending, then you'll be able to see the differences in what we're trying. This one is amending the digital display.
Oh, we're discussing all three together, so. And then we'll vote on them separately.
Okay, so then the second one, number 27, similarly, was, it has prompted me to deep dive into the rabbit hole of our wonderful meetings that we've done over time. And I can quote many of you who said you do not like these signs over time. And so I implore you once again to deny not only the digital displays, but any more and additional signs. On item number 28, they're asking once again for two more billboards to be installed along 75. Yes, they may have put in additional distance separation, but as many of you who live along or represent along I-75 may recall, Highland Ranches, Hawks Bluff, Riverstone, as well as Ivanhoe, historically have always come out opposing these additional billboards along 75. So again, I implore you to deny it again. I had asked several questions of staff. What is the urgency? And I asked if there was a problem with how our code is written right now, that we would end up having to change it and then, modify it, like maybe something happened in a legislative that I didn't quite hear in Tallahassee. Last night I spent a good portion of the time trying to find something that might have been amended in Tallahassee this past year that might have taken effect in July 1st. And then when I couldn't find it, I even asked staff and they said no, that they weren't aware of it either, that there's been any change legislatively that requires us to change this at this time. So then I said, is there any eminent applicants that may be interested in putting up a billboard that would require us to then look at our code to allow for such a thing? And again, they said no, that they weren't aware of any. And so I'm kind of confused as to why staff and why we are seeing this when consistently the town council has been opposed to this and adding additional billboards, especially along 75, and we even fought ferociously for the only 10 that had been given many, many years ago on the 595 corridor and also on the turnpike. And we fought those to make sure that there wouldn't be additional ones that would be added. And so I think that we really need to protect our residents. Many of them have expressed over the years that they were opposed. I reached out to a few people in Ivanhoe that I know and another in Hawks Bluff, and I asked them if they were notified of something that might have been proposed or even this change, and they said they were not. They didn't know. And, that kind of bothered me too. Like I said, I talked to staff today and I just couldn't figure out why we're hearing this and why we're now trying to change it when consistently this town council has been opposed to it. Technology is the same as what they proposed the last time with the digital displays. And, I believe it's a distraction for drivers, and I think it's also a pollution to the roadways of what we want to keep. If you look at our comprehensive plan, a lot of what we have established in our comprehensive land development plan and regulations tell us that we're supposed to look at what's going to keep our community beautiful and safe. And I don't believe that this proposal does either one. So I will be voting no on all three. If you think that it needs to be workshopped and maybe discussed further, I'd be open to that, but, you know, I don't know that I would ultimately change my position on this, and I'm anxious to hear what the other council's members have to say, because last time I checked, either the mayor or two council members would put something like this on the agenda. And so I'm anxious to hear if maybe, you know, two council members or the mayor had wanted to put it on, or where it came and what was driving it by staff, because I'd never heard it in any of our workshops or goals and vision setting session that this was something that we would be looking into. So I'm kind of at a loss and surprised.
Who on staff is going to respond to her questions?
Mayor, I'll be happy to. So, yes, I'm the one that put this on the agenda. Just like a lot of the ordinances in front of you for tonight for second reading, you weren't discussed. There are sometimes opportunities that we think should be considered and heard. So for tonight, let's understand what you're considering and what you're not considering. I thought it had value to be able to do something we can't do on static signs. This is only for I-75 corridor. Signs could be up to 2, and they would be 10,000 feet apart. Instead of the usual 150 distance separation from a residential property, it would be a minimum of 500 feet distance separation. We're not approving sites tonight. You still control that for the certification. I have no idea where the sites are, where they may be, or whether you'll improve any of them. But the caveat was that the traffic count there, the town has no real way of displaying emergency notification signs for the town. We don't have an opportunity to display special activities or events or information. So I thought that might be some unique opportunity to do that, because the 595 corridor would never be considered that, because the 10 are in too close of proximity for one another and too close to the residents to be able to provide that opportunity. This is just an opportunity for business, an opportunity for public notification, and it's something for you to consider. But legally, and I can have Mr. Weinthal speak to the legal aspects of this, and I'll let him opine.
Yes, Mayor and Council. So there's nothing on the current legislative agenda that is forcing us to move forward with this. But like Ms. Mack said, you know, periodically the town, we will review ordinances, and we will bring ordinances forward that we feel should be updated and may have a benefit for the community and the town as a whole. The ordinance in front of you, all three of them are legally sufficient. I worked with outside counsel on drafting them, and I did not see any legal issues with moving forward today.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any
Yeah,
questions?
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So if we have an emergency, we can utilize the signage for that?
Yes.
So I can't say that because there's nobody to deal with yet. If you choose to select a vendor that has certified a location, that would be something that you would consider when you decide to select them. The criteria is established by you and subject to the negotiations. If you don't get what you want, then you don't have to approve it.
Thank you.
If I can expound upon that,
Yeah.
what's in front of you today and will be in front of you on May 21st is just the ordinance. Any applications that come through will have to go before the town council for you all to vote on and decide on which, if any, you're desirous of approving. We're looking at putting that on the first meeting in June, which I believe is June 3rd. So this is just for the ordinance. Any application, like I said, you will have an opportunity to review all the applications, discuss, vote on, decide.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor?
Yes?
Mr. Weinthal, so piggybacking on what Mr. Lemack said, when we review this and we get whoever wants to do this, we can, I don't want to say demand, but request that included in that would be so many notices a year of either hurricane notices or missing children or something to do with the town, something that's going on that we need some possible help with getting it out, getting the message out to the people. Is that what, did I
That
hear
is,
that
that is
correctly?
correct. As part of the ordinance, there is a provision in there about benefiting the local community, which
Okay.
being the town of Davie.
Thanks.
And when the individuals, when they submit their application to the town, as part of their backup, they will include how what they're proposing is going to benefit the town of Davie. And that can include X amount of advertisements a month for a town event. It could include emergency, X amount of emergency, I'm gonna use airtime like TV,
Yeah.
but screen time. That's up to whoever applies to include it in the backup. And once it's given to you, you will vote on it. And if you like what they're proposing, and if you feel that within the town code that they're providing a benefit to the town and they meet the requirements, you may approve.
That's their proposal. Can we make our proposal, can we have a, I don't want to say a
Yes.
counter proposal, can we?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yes, that's what he just said. Yes.
So
I mean, before they make their.
I'll
before
expound. I'll
arguing
expound
with them.
farther. So when the applicant comes submits their package, similar to when we have a variance or another item before the council, they'll have an opportunity to speak, and there could be dialogue between
Okay,
yourself
thank you.
and the applicant. And if you're requesting certain things to be added into
Do
the
it then.
packet, they will have an opportunity to accept that,
Or deny it.
counter propose, or deny it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. It's interesting because times change.
Yeah.
And at one time, I was opposed to digital. And I've spent a lot of time driving up I-95 in the last few years. And the things that I had originally felt were detrimental did not seem that important to me anymore. If you wanted to look at it, and you could, did. I mean, you're paying attention to the road, you're driving. And I think we have a lot of businesses, we have a lot of activity on I-75. And I think the opportunity to be able to display emergency messages, especially with impending storms, because that we don't have any method out there to unless we have, what do they call those, that they blinking lights, and they rent them from for the signs that we advertise the rodeo and a few things on. But the height and the visibility would be, I think a little bit better. So, the fact that we're not approving any sites, we're not approving anybody, there's been no applications, I don't see the harm in including this, because we're going to be ultimately deciding yes or no anyway on anything. So, I don't have a problem with it.
I kind of disagree, because I think it opens the door for it. And once people look at the opportunity being there, and as far as emergencies, currently on a lot of the, the big over FHP, if you go down 595 for the express lanes and all that, there are digital displays above when they look for, missing children or silver alerts and those kind of things. And they do post from now and again those kinds of things.
So those digital displays don't bother you?
Not like a big billboard sign, and then you have a billboard that's advertising who knows what. And so the point being that you're adding to a lot more, and it's going to affect a lot of the residents that live along there. And you're opening the door. If you allow 2, then why not 4? And then if you allow 4, why not 5 or 6? As long as it keeps within what we've established as distance separation. Does it really bother? Who cares if it bothers the neighbor over here, because it doesn't bother this neighbor over there? So I just totally agree with it, and it does open the door. And I'm going to be a little spicy right now and say a lot of the things that we've done lately, we've been abdicating some of our approval processes and allow for administration to take over those roles of what would be considered something we would approve. So is this another avenue that's going to go down that, where we're going to allow administration to make those decisions too? I mean,
We're
if that's
making
what
the
you want to
decision.
do, I
What?
just,
We're
I don't
making
agree
the
with those.
decision. If you want to disagree, that's your option.
Oh, I am, but I'm going to fight going down. You know me now. This is something I've strongly opposed for years, so
Okay.
not going to be any different
All
now.
right, very good, you've made your point. Where are we?
Do we make a motion for all
So,
three?
we're doing number 27?
26 first, please, and then 27, then 28.
Okay, first, we're going to take 26.
Motion to deny 26.
Is there a second? The motion dies for lack of a
Motion to
second.
approve 26?
Second.
May I have a roll call vote, please?
Mayor Paul,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey.
No.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to deny 27.
Is there a second? Hearing none, the motion is null and void.
Motion to approve 27?
Second it.
Roll call?
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey.
No.
Mayor Paul.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to deny number 28.
Is there a second? Motion dies for lack of a second.
Motion to approve 28?
Second.
it.
Roll call?
Councilmember Starkey.
No.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes,
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you.
Well, sorry about that, folks.
29.
I did the homework.
Community Development District. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, establishing the Shotgun Road Community Development District pursuant to Chapter 190 of the Florida statutes, establishing district boundaries, identifying the initial members of the Board of Supervisors, providing for special powers, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
The public hearing on this will be held May 21st. If there is any member of the public that wishes to speak for or against this, you can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any questions from council? No discussion? Could I ask for a motion to approve in a second?
Motion to approve number 29, Community Development District for the
Second.
Shotgun Road Community.
Thank you.
Second it.
Sorry.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Town clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okey dokey. Number 30 is a rezoning. This is the first reading, with the second reading to be held on May 21st, and this requires a supermajority. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor.
I get there.
An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, approving rezoning application ZB 23-055 Shotgun Road subdivision, changing the zoning designation of certain lands within the Town of Davie from agricultural district to estate dwelling R1 district with an open space designation overlay, with an open space overlay designation. Amending the town zoning map to comply therewith, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Okay, has quasi been waived?
Yes, Mayor. Quasi's waived on all the items tonight.
Okay, thank you. And of course, I said the ordinance will be held on May 21st. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak on this subject? Okay, I'll close the hearing. Town council, any questions? I just want to make one comment. Go back many, many years. I was the only one on the council that voted no to a massive shopping center
Oh,
developed on that site.
But it wasn't
Yep.
this council.
Huh?
It wasn't this council.
Yes, I know. Yeah, well, Susan was here. So I stood up, and I see Mr. Mealy is smiling. And in all these years, I promised the residents I would not accept anything that wasn't equal to one home per acre, which is what we have in that area. and I stuck to my guns. You wouldn't believe the number of people that came in to speak to us. Well, 2 per acre, 3 per acre, 5 per acre. No, no, no. I stuck to my guns. And when this developer came in with this project, I just gave a big sigh of relief because it was vindication to me on something that was really very, very important. And I had stuck to my guns all those years. So I just needed to say that.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. So where are we? We need a motion to approve in a second
Number 30?
for the rezoning, number 30, yes.
Motion to approve number 30, rezoning.
Second it.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 31 is a resolution. Would you read the resolution by title, Mr. Weinthal?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23193 CAP, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Is there anyone here that wishes to speak for or against this item? Is the applicant here? Would you like to say a few words, or?
Hello, my name is Stuart Kapp. I'm a resident of Long Lake Ranches, and I've been an original owner there for over 20 years. And there was a change in the zoning code to make this all AG district, which renders our addition non-compliant with current code. All we're doing is actually expanding one wall to be coterminous with the existing wall, so that would violate the current setback, but it's no different than the original construction of the house. And the second one is because of the change to the AG, there's a different denominator used in the calculation of the FAR, which provides, because we're putting some covered patios in there, that we're at 19% lot coverage, and the code provides for 18%. And really, that excess is just because we have some covered patio. And as of course you could see, I'm fairly, have fair skin, and I don't like being in the sun, so we'd like to go ahead and have some more covered patio. And it was approved 7-0 at the prior board hearing.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else like to speak? That closes the public hearing. Is there any questions or discussion from council? Yes.
Yeah, I used to be a neighbor in Long Lake Ranches, and I will tell you, Mayor's familiar with what we did when we changed the regulations to go from the 35, from 25 feet to 35 feet. And so part of what we've done, there's several several homes in there that have this, and I've allowed previously to be able to do the same things. So, I do support this, because I think it was kind of like after the fact what we chose, and it seems we knew we have a lot of variances coming in like this, in specifically this area as well. So I know that there's nobody objecting in the community or the neighborhood. There's a letter in the backup that shows that the HOA has actually supported it. So I would support this going forward, since it's my district.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve number 31 variance.
Is there a second?
Second.
Actually, it's a, okay. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 32 is a variance. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the resolution by title?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23056 Shotgun Road subdivision, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date. Would you like for me to read all the variances, and then you guys
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Number
And
33.
explain what each one is. So.
Number 33, variance, a resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23-057 Shotgun Road subdivision, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date. Number 34, variance, a resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V23-118 Shotgun Road subdivision, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Okay, well, just as a reminder, what
Yeah. I was
what
gonna
each
ask the
one
same
is
thing.
for. There's
Yes.
the wall, okay,
David Quigley, Planning and Zoning Manager. Number 32 is concerning the buffer wall height along I-75. Number 33 has to do with the entry sign and wall height along 154th Avenue. And 34 has to do with the orientation and setbacks of garages for certain models within the development.
if there is anyone here that would like to speak for or against any of these items, you may come forward at this time. Okay, let's take 32 first. And I find it interesting, these variances are different than what we usually get in terms of our concerns over variances. These make a lot of sense, and especially the wall, and that's, I think, important. So is there anyone else that would like to make a comment or statement? Okay. Could I have a motion to approve and a second for number 32 on the wall variance?
Motion to approve 32 variance.
I'll second that. May we have a roll call, Madam Clerk?
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 33, for the sign. Does anybody have any questions or concern? May I have a motion to approve number 33, variance for the sign?
Motion to approve 33 variance is fine.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 34, variance. Any questions or concern by seeing none? Then if you would like to make a motion to approve in a second, 34 variance.
I'll make a motion to approve number 34 variance.
Second.
Town Clerk, would you please do a roll call vote?
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes,
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you very much. And that concludes the public hearing portion of the meeting. We have a number of resolutions. Mental Health Awareness Month, Jewish American Heritage Month, National Historic Preservation Month, of course, Water Safety Month, we recognized that earlier, National Police Week, and National Peace Officers Memorial Day, Emergency Medical Services Week. So May is a busy month. Does anyone have any board or committee appointments? I think we're all squared away. I think everybody's got the slots filled. I think that's very good. Any old business, no new business? You have a list here of our future council meetings. I'm going to start off with comments. I'm going to beat you on this one, but we want to wish Jeff Pullman a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
I just want to say the police memorial ceremony yesterday was beautiful, very well done, and I'd like to compliment the department. And I made a very great observation yesterday. We have 5 women now that are part of the Honor Guard, and it's really wonderful to see that. Congratulations. I also want to mention, because I may do something at a future meeting, but everybody knows Susan Rosano and knows that I've mentored her ever since she was in the 3rd grade, and she did so much in high school. She won national championships in debate and congressional debate, and she went on. She just graduated last week from UF, and she received the PRISM Award, which has only been given 12 times before this to a student of history in the liberal arts department. And it was such an important award that she and one other student were listed on the program, did the processional to the stage, and sat on the stage for the entire commencement.
Nice.
And I'm just so proud of her. We're just waiting for her to reveal which law school she's going to. I know that she applied to some of the most prestigious law schools in the United States and has been accepted to all of them.
Wow.
So we're just waiting for her to make that reveal. So I just wanted to say, good going, Susan. You know, I've talked about this before, and, you know, I've been following hemp as a building material. There's a lot being said about it being fire resistant, and I thought it might be interesting for us to start looking to, I'm looking at David because he's going to go, oh no, start looking at developing some ordinances that would cover the use of hemp concrete in a building. They also have been very successfully been built all over the country, but it's really getting a start in the United States. And there's the National Hemp Association in Washington, D.C. Might be a good place to start. And I have a long list of items that I've been collecting of different organizations in different states that are already putting hemp homes into place. So we can sit down and discuss it further, but this is something that I would like to look into. I was even in discussion with Mr. Lemack thinking, wouldn't it be great, and this is why we'd have to have something in place, if our caretaker's home on the farm park was hemp, made out of hemp concrete. And along with some of the other things that we're going to use there, that the farm park would be really a showcase for all of these sustainable things that we've been talking about, and to actually see them put into place. So,
Can we workshop that, Mayor?
huh?
Can we have a workshop on that or a presentation?
At this particular point, it might be a little too
Too
soon.
early? Okay.
But I just wanted to let everybody know that that's
Sounds
what I
good.
was looking at. I want to say congratulations to Cowboy Town. I don't know if you know, but today it was announced that the USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Award, that the Weekly Brothers Davie Pro Rodeo was chosen #1 again, #1 rodeo in the United States.
Excellent.
This is the 4th time that we've received that designation. I also wanted to mention something about, there's been a lot being said about children, individuals, adults with autism. And some of them have been very, very negative. And I want to just mention that autism is a reality that affects millions of families every day, from the classroom to the job market. And while our country has made progress in supporting Americans with autism spectrum disorders, we're only beginning to understand the factors behind the challenges. So leveling the playing field for Americans on the autism spectrum also takes commitment in our schools. It's a way we are making sure that education can lead to meaningful employment by supporting vocational rehabilitation programs and opening higher education to more people on the autism spectrum. All Americans should have the chance to live full, independent lives and follow their talents wherever they may lead them. I just wanted to bring that. I know I'm almost up. Then I just wanted to mention, it was a news release just put out, that Nova Middle School achieved an historic three-peat. This is the 3rd time that they've won the national We the People competition in Washington, D.C. And I have already spoken to their advisor, and we will have them here at some point to recognize them and to introduce them and their tremendous success. This is a great program. I used to do this with my students when I was teaching, and it's a great opportunity to learn and to express yourselves. So for winning the nationals,
Is that debate?
we never got that far. We got to states a couple of times, but we never got further than that. But so to go all the way to nationals and to win 3 times is magnificent. So congratulations to Nova Middle School
Was
on
that
this
debate, Mayor?
achievement. Huh?
Debate, the debate?
It's the congressional. It's a We the People. It's like a congressional competition.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So
That's great.
thank you very much for indulging me. Ms. Whitney?
Thank you, Mayor. I do have a few items to mention tonight. Senator Geller, our District 5 Broward County Commissioner, will be hosting a town hall on May 19th at 6:30 in the Cypress Room. It's open to the public, and he'll discuss a variety of topics. On May 20th at 9:30, we'll be hosting our monthly Veterans Breakfast. If you know a Davie veteran, or any veteran, please invite them to participate. In the afternoon on May 20th, our emergency manager, George McCord, will host a Hurricane Preparedness Expo at 5 p.m. here in the multipurpose gym. It is open to the public and is a great way to help our residents prepare for the upcoming hurricane season, which begins on June 1st. Mark your calendars for our annual Memorial Day Parade and ceremony on Monday, May 26th at 10:30 a.m. Visit the town's website for more information. Over the past month, our town administrator has led a series of community forums throughout the town. I wanted to thank him and our staff for doing this each year. Also, last week, we participated in the ADA transition plan discussion, which was an eye-opener and was a learning tool for us all. I want to thank our town clerk, Evelyn Rogue, for leading the charge. Thank you. And wishing a happy birthday to all our May babies, including Councilmember Starkey, on May 30th. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I too echo the amazing forums. I mean, there was so much information that staff has put behind all of that effort to put those presentations together. And it really demonstrated how professional our organization is at this town. And we really, really appreciate it. I only wish more people could see it. Hopefully we'll be putting it out on our website. You know, maybe we have some information we can share again with a lot of the good information that we'll be doing going forward, because it really was a good information to have everybody be aware of. I'm going to start off with just real quickly, because a lot of things were covered, and I always appreciate going after Councilmember Whitman, because she does hit on the highlights that we've been able to work on, and I thank you for that too. The legislation recap session finally ended, thank goodness. Many of the big albatross, if you will, bills that we've been fighting, a lot of them did fail, the ones that we were opposing and or the governor is not going to sign. One of which was the CRA bill, which we've been fighting against that one. Another one was the sovereign immunity bill, which is suits against government. That failed. The affordable housing did pass, which was just another amendment to the Live Local Act. So we do have to work on that one going forward. That was really, it was Representative Lopez's baby, because she's from Key Biscayne and they didn't have very good affordable housing there. And so she really fought hard to make sure that there was adequate housing eligibility for everyone there. Property tax exemptions, those, a lot of them largely failed, which required and triggered now a special session on property tax and ad valorem taxes, which is going on right now. I've been in contact with our representatives that represent us that are on that, 4 of them, which is Hillary Cassell, Representative Gottlieb, Representative Woodson, and Representative Hutchusky from Broward County are all on that and have reached out to me to try to get additional information on what the League of Cities and Town of Davie might be opposed to. And so I did, I provided out of our budget books, which I thought would be useful if you're questioned about this. I provided a lot of resources from just the Davie at a glance in our budget book. And it really is good. It not just talks about how we collect the money and where we receive the money, but it also talks about some of the monies as it relates to our fire assessment, solid waste assessment, and the taxable values. I think it's a good snapshot of the town. It talks about where the money comes from, which would be the ad valorem taxes. So to the record, I want to make sure everybody understands that 23% of our ad valorem money comes from the money comes from the ad valorem taxes that we use to go into our budget. And where does it go? It goes, if you look at the biggest expenditures, the majority of it goes to the police and fire, so towards public safety. So you could say that 34% of it goes to public safety, and actually more than that if you look at some of the other categories that we use to try to identify public safety, not just the police and fire, but there's other aspects of our town staff that does really do a good job at helping with public safety as well. So it's important for us to all reach out, whether you're staff, whether you're council members, or whether you're a resident in the town, to reach out to your community representatives and let them know how you feel on these issues. They'll be meeting, and I guarantee there'll be something coming forward to our next session. Another one that failed was the utility services, which we were kind of hoping in a way that did pass in a way, but there were some aspects that we opposed and some that we supported on that one. It did fail. Local option taxes to be continued, I'm sure, next year, but that did fail, a lot of those. Certain residential properties with long-term leases, that did fail. That was part of the continuing of the Live Local Act that they're trying to expand. Emergencies did pass. Accessory dwelling units, you've probably heard a lot about that. That did fail, thank goodness, on this time around. And local business tax, trying to change that also failed, didn't pass. So there's a lot of out there that the town staff, Leona, and a lot of us tried to hedge off. The League of Cities were sending constant reminders or outreach to us to send alerts to our legislators, and it apparently worked in most cases. So we felt that overall the session was good, that we were able to hedge off some of the really expensive ticket items that would have been unfunded mandates or preempted a lot of our authority within the town of Davie and municipalities. So, I now can sleep a little better. I feel a lot better, like the indigestion, the Tums, and all those other things. So I may not have to have them as much for the next couple of months. So till next time. So I wanted to give you a quick update on those things. Thank you.
Thank you. I just mentioned that the day that the list came out of who was on the property tax committee, I contacted them, and I've indicated the desire to have meetings with them, so when they're in town, I will be meeting with them. So,
Me as well, thank you. Yes.
Vice Mayor?
Thank you, Mayor. I have just a few things to say. I have to throw some kudos to our Parks and Recreation. Happy birthday, Jeff, again. But Mr. Pissel, I know I'm going to say your name wrong, Chad. I'm so sorry, your last name. You guys, you have hired some of the best people that are working over there for you guys. The touch a truck on Saturday was terrific. Everybody loved the unveiling of the horses. They were so excited to see them all, and I was too. I thought that was terrific. This Saturday, I attended the ACT Playhouse, the Back Theater of Davie, another wonderful, wonderful group. I know the mayor went, she said she liked it too. It was amazing. If you don't know what it is, try and keep up with it. They do fantastic work. So I just wanted to make a mention to our arts and our those people that work over there at the Pine Island Multipurpose Center and in all the parks and rec stuff that we have. So thank you very much for what you do, and if you would thank them for me too. So thank you. That's about all I have.
Marlon?
Thank you, Mayor. This week, May 4th to 10th, is National Hurricane Preparedness Week, and a series of hurricane topics and tips will be shared throughout the weeks. So please stay tuned into our social media pages to learn more so that you can keep yourself and your family safe this hurricane season. And as a reminder, this month is National Water Safety Month. Please remember Davie Parks Recreation and Cultural Arts Department and Davie Fire Rescue will host a Water Safety Day and Pool Party on Saturday, May 24th, 2025 from 12 to 3 p.m. at Betty Booth Roberts Park, located at 4200 Southwest 36th Avenue, Davie, Florida. I also want to congratulate Police Chief Kinsey and Assistant Police Chief Poland on being inducted as honorary members into the Alpha Phi Sigma National Criminal Justice Honor Society by Nova Southeastern University. Congrats, gentlemen. And I do want to make a comment on that Touch a Truck event. That was, to see those kids crawling in and out of those trucks was a sight to behold. That the enjoyment they get from being able to touch and climb in there on the fire trucks and the horns and the different things that were there. It was really enjoyable to watch. So kudos. That was a really a good event. That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to throw in two more things, too, about the unveiling of the horses. They were actually very well received. The people that were there just loved them. And we'll have an opportunity very shortly to hear a presentation and to talk about locations where we'd like to see them placed. We'll see the recommendations from the Arts Committee. And I forgot to mention, I wanted to give a kudos out to Edward Malescu. I think that's how you pronounce it, from Indian Ridge Middle School. He won the League of Cities contest on an essay on what I would do if I were the mayor. Oh, wow. And actually, he came in second place, excuse me. He came in second place. So I think someone from League of Cities will be here, and he'll be here at one of our future meetings, and we'll be able to recognize him.
Yeah,
And,
read it.
and yeah, well, I have a copy of it right here, and I approve. I think he did a good job. So I just wanted to add that. Mr. Lemack?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Happy birthday, Jeff. I'm going to let Jeff do all my presentations from now on. He's so well received. Just one announcement on behalf of Miss Henry. She asked me to share with you that last week, Ariana, right here, and Cameron from our public information team attended the Florida Municipal Communicators Association Conference, where they both received a Certificate of Excellence in Government Communications. The certificate recognizes the effort they put into effect, empowering, engaging, and communicating with our community members. So please join me in congratulating both of them on the achievement. And Jeff, you don't have anything else? I'm good. Thank you.
Yes, Mayor. So as you all know, the Florida Attorney General's office has created new guidelines for local governments to request Attorney General opinions. One of the new requirements is the elected body must, by majority vote, authorize the request prior to the municipal attorney sending in the request to the Florida Attorney General. So I'm going to ask you guys to authorize me to send in a request, and the question is as follows. Does Florida statute section 506.5131 preempt a municipality from enacting an ordinance requiring a business owner to submit a shopping cart retention plan to the municipality? allows for the municipality to approve or deny such a plan, and allows for a municipality to impose a monetary penalty against the business for failing to submit and adhere to the shopping cart retention system plan. And I've emailed you all my legal opinion, and I'm just asking for direction and authorization for me to submit my legal opinion and the question concerning the shopping carts to the Florida Attorney General's office for an opinion.
Could I have a motion
Yes, I'll make
Requ-
that motion.
allowing the attorney to send that letter?
And I agree with that because, first of all, I know you wouldn't ask a question you didn't know the answer to. And second of all, I think it's going to do greatly to preempt any kind of litigation in the future. So I think that's a perfect call.
Thank you.
So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, did you second that?
I did.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Thank you.
That's unanimous. I have my pen. If there are no objections,
No objections.
we're out of here.
We're out of here.
Yeah.